I started at the Star Center in about 2015. I was here for about maybe 5.5 years. I went through orientation and mobility. That's cane use and anything with people who are blind or low vision. I went through job readiness, job placement, did some work in the learning lab, keeping up computer skills, writing skills, etc. Adaptive technology to help with everyday life. And in 2021, I got my job at Camping World as a front desk receptionist. I would like to possibly go into the world of radio broadcasting. I actually did a little bit of work when I was here at the Star Center. I got an internship at one of our local stations here for a few months, and I learned so much, just going through kind of learning the ins and outs of radio. I got to meet a lot of different people and just kind of see, what that kind of work is like. In the first half of 2020, when the pandemic hit and everything was shut down, you kind of felt isolated. Like you couldn't really go out, you couldn't really do anything because we're trying to figure out, okay, how do we navigate our everyday lives in the middle of a pandemic that's taken out so many people every day? So just trying to stay positive in everything during that time. And it was about a year and 6 months into the pandemic, I get a phone call from my boss who actually used to work here at the Star Center. Shout out to Miss Nicole. I kept in contact with her. So she calls me one day and says, "Hey, I want you to come work for me at Camping World." And I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be something temporary. It's going to just last for a few weeks, maybe a few months. But she was like, "No, it's completely legit. You'd be working for me, I'll be responsible for you." And it made me be aware that, good things do come if you just have the patience and you have the perseverance. And so getting that call that somebody wanted to give me a chance to show that I could work, it just meant so much. And to have some organization like the Star Center, behind it all, just helping out the ins and out, it just made it even more of a greater, opportunity. If I could say something to my younger self, I would definitely tell myself not to be so hard on myself now. If you have a good support system like your family or the Star Center, just be open to the different things that are out there and to believe in yourself and know that whatever you want to do, it may not happen tomorrow, it may not happen next week, but if it's something that you really are passionate about, and if you want to try to see if you can get to that point in your life, just take advantage of what might be out there for you. You might be surprised at what you find out and what you come across. I can't tell you just how proud I am to be a part of a loving family. And it makes me even just now think about people who say they like working for Tyler Perry or working for Janet Jackson or working for whoever. Somebody who's higher up on a celebrity status, but it's like, I never would have thought, for me personally, I never would have thought that I would have a boss, Miss Nicole, who I would love working for so much. Somebody who was actually here at the Star Center, who saw different things in people, who saw the different trials and tribulations that you have to go through, and somebody who was willing to give me a chance at, my very first job, and having a good work family who sees the good in me. That just makes me feel good every day. Every single day I go into work, I'm like, if I don't do anything else but just, make somebody else proud, or they gain inspiration by seeing me, if that's what I'm there to do, then I guess I'm doing my job.